In this video, I'm going to share with you my top tips on how to paint reflections underwater. And the medium that I'm using for this video is oil paint, but the same principles work in the other mediums as well. So the first thing you need to keep in mind is that the value of the water, so the lightness and the darkness is called value. So the value of the water is one value slightly darker than the sky. So whatever your sky is, the water is going to be one value darker. And the value is just about the relationship between the different sections of your paintings. So basically you can really lighten down your sky, but as long as the water is just one slight value darker than the sky, your painting is going to read perfectly. So it's about the relationship, not exactly copying the photograph or anything that you're painting from. And the next thing that I wanted to mention is that you want the colors to be a little bit muted down comparing to the rest of the colors that you use to paint your sky or anything else that you're painting the reflection of. For example, if you're painting the sky like I am here, I'm painting the reflection of the sky and I'm kind of graying down the colors a little bit just for it to read as reflections. And I would do the same if I was painting the reflections of the trees, for example. So they wouldn't be as green as I painted the trees. I would just tone them down and make them like a purplish or a really gray down green depending on the painting. And I also was making some random marks for the reflections, so just try to vary your colors as much as possible. If you have pink in the sky or red or orange for a sunset sky, don't try to paint a big section of the reflection for the same pink or orange. Just really try to vary your colors every time you go back to your palette. Try to change it up a little bit. And also if you're making like a interesting marks, if you're using a opaque medium like oil paints or pastels or anything like that, and if you see that you really like those marks, just be very mindful not to ruin it, because sometimes when we are painting something, we make really interesting mark or we use a very vibrant color and we really like it and we want to do more of it. But once you do one or maybe two more of that same thing, it's just going to ruin the whole painting. So be very minimalistic in that kind of sense. And if you're painting like ripples or anything underwater, just try to make it as less as possible. That's just going to read a lot better in a painting. And that's just a difference, the big difference that painting has comparing to a photograph that can have a lot of details and still, read perfectly, but it's just not going to be the same thing in a painting. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you would like to see the whole process of this painting, you can check out my Patreon account where I teach you not only the full process of my paintings, but also all the art fundamentals and everything you need to know about painting so that you can create your own unique gallery pieces. So if that's something that interests you, you can check out the link in the description box, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy painting!